So we are now June 24th, and the last time we looked at some of this information was in April. So we're on the rentfromavillager.com website. I tend to look at this and just see where the trends are for renters. And for the most part, stuff has stayed fairly consistent, but there are a couple of shocking trends here that I wanted to bring to your attention. Bathrooms, again, 2 bathrooms or 3 bathrooms has been consistent all the time. If you got 2 bathrooms, no problem. Bedrooms, again, 2 or 3 is the way to go. If you've got a 1 bedroom place, then you have a little less likelihood of renting it, but 50% of the people want at least 2 bedrooms and 43% want 3 bedrooms. So that stayed pretty consistently since consistency over the time. Special features, same sort of idea. People are looking for long-term, 29%, pets allowed, 22%, golf cart included, 17%. So it looks, this is a little bit surprising that the long-term rentals at 29%, people are searching that in June of this time frame. May be due to new construction happening, not sure, but you can see that the pets allowed and golf cart included tend to be the strong choices. And then, of course, we get into private pools, king size beds at 6%. So a little bit of change here on the long-term rental, but for the most part, fairly consistent with the special features. Property type, again, we're looking at the courtyard villas and patio villas being the strongest, followed by the designer homes at 17%. So 19 and 24. Those tend to be the ones that show up most often. And then if we go into regions, not too much of a change, but there are some new things happening here. So for instance, we've got Sumter Landing at 26%, Brownwood at 18%, Brownwood Fenny at 15%, Sawgrass 13%, and Spanish Springs at 11%. So you can see that the town squares are covered quite predominantly, and then Fenny's at 8% here. It's interesting as the historic area down at 2%, but we do see Eastport making some headway here, 6% on Eastport and 1% on Middleton. So this is some growth on the Eastport side for sure, and that's taking space and time away from the historic area and the Spanish Springs area. If we go up into the village and the dates, this is where you really start to see some changes. So Richmond has consistently been top for people to choose, and then DeLuna, but Citrus Grove and St. Catherine have come back to the forefront. At Lake Denham at 3% here, Case and Hammock, Buttonwood, Dabney, Moultrie Creek, and Newell. But what's really surprising is that Fenny really dropped off, and Fenny is at 2% over here, way down. Where is it? 2%. It's down here somewhere. Oh, you're at 2%. So lots of 2%ers, but you can see right here, Fenny dropped off at 2%, whereas Richmond, Luna, Citrus Grove, St. Catherine, Lake Denham, all consistently doing very well. Richmond because of its proximity to Brownwood. Same with the Luna, Citrus Grove because of its proximity to Sawgrass, St. Catherine to Sawgrass, and Lake Denham and Newer Village, Case and Hammock. Then all the other ones are in the 2%. So that was interesting to see that Citrus Grove and St. Catherine have come back. And then if we look at the regions, you'll really see, well, let's see here, not regions, dates, sorry, not regions. This one's interesting because January, February, March is leading the way at 11%. But if you look at this, July of 2024 is the second most clicked on information for dates. So people are looking for July before they're looking for February. So there seems to be a real interest in being here during the summer months. All of a sudden, you can see August here at 5%, and we've got August here, we've got November, we've got April 2025, we've got February, March at 7%. So big change from just going to the winter months. We got summer months popping up like crazy here. And that's interesting to see. That hasn't happened before. We've got a big July boom. People want to be down in the villages, and even an August boom. December made its way back onto the list. It's back at 4% here. But for the most part, people don't want December. They want January, February, March with a little bit of July thrown in. So that's interesting. And then February at 9% is the big one. January follows that, then March. So top 3 months are definitely the ones that people are looking for and searching for. And that's a change from April of 2 months ago when we were looking at this. July wasn't even on the map. So July and August, good months to rent. If you've got the availability, make sure you get it out there. Hope that helps.